Hello.
Help! Hello.
Pretty good jump scare there.
Yes.
Yes, she's not always allowed to wear her stoots because they are bad for her ankles.
They're not bad for my ankles. Oh my god, now you are making up arbitrary rules.
Also, you will wear them out.
Yes, well.
And then you'll be
Everybody
sad.
block your ears. The microphone needs just gently tipping.
Oh, did I move it?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Sorry that we started slightly late.
Yeah. We definitely weren't.
I took forever to finish dinner.
Yes.
It is truly... you might have seen me play Balatro, which is a lie.
Yeah. Socket would never be playing Balatro instead of streaming.
No, I also didn't get hooked on it at all.
No.
I finished my first run on try 3.
I have not managed
and then I
to
continued it for I think I only got up to level 12. So it's not super high, but I'm definitely getting into this game.
It's true. If I sit, the boots won't matter my ankles much. I also won't wear them out.
Wow.
So there, yeah,
Wow.
in your face,
Yeah.
socket wrench.
Yeah, sure. Make it my fault somehow.
Will do.
Yeah. As we have all witnessed, we have a new emote.
Yeah.
Palace here.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't done anything more with it.
But it's on in the making. We also so today all my merch got delivered.
Yeah.
Stickers got delivered, patches got delivered, shirts got delivered. So
Yeah.
we've been kind of going through the merch and
I've been folding a lot of shirts.
Yeah.
Because, as Socket's girlfriend, that's my job,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did what I could.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good. We've got the big version, which is just the big version of the small version.
Yeah.
And one for you to use.
Yes. Wait, where's my
Yeah, I think the
sample?
shirts look pretty freaking good. And that's even after I had to fold a whole ton of them today.
Yes.
And with the prospect of folding a whole ton more tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that.
Yeah. So fun thing about this is something that I wasn't aware of before I started making shirts, like spillage. I don't get the exact number of shirts I order. So say I order 33 large shirts, it might be 32, it might be 35. It kind of depends because they call a C check 'em, and they kind of they print extras. So you at least have, say, if you order 100 shirts, but you might
you'll
not
get
have the
100
exact
shirts, but the actual sizes might be
Vary a
like
little.
1 or 2 more
Yeah.
than or less.
Yeah.
And for example, if you get if you ordered 6 extra smalls and you get 7 extra smalls, you'll get probably 1 fewer small.
Yeah, exactly that. So we also have to double check all that, so that's going to take a little bit. Then we have to tag everything.
Check. Oh yeah, but fun fact about me, I love me a tagging gun.
Yes, so I didn't get around buying it. I've been that busy today.
Yeah, you upset me greatly, you know that?
You don't even have anything to put on it
because you
yet.
also didn't design the label.
You know me. If
highlighting some more deficiencies.
I'm not superstitious, but when it comes to doing backing cards and labels, if I make those before I have the product in, the product is cursed.
I think you have actually done that one time before, right?
Yeah, every single time. I've done it 3 times, and every time it's gone to shit. So I've just decided to give up with that.
Which is, I think, quite reasonable.
I think so. Let me know if the sound is too loud. That it's kind of.
We are also now at our maximum number of free emotes.
Yeah, we may have to swap some out.
Yeah. I'm thinking about making an animated pal emote. It's not going to be a very excited one, but that will be for tier 1 sub.
I'm going to do something with us with the subs. I'm finally rewarding you people for throwing money at us.
Well, I mean, I might. I don't actually. This is the problem. I'm such an old hag. I don't know half of the stuff I can actually do, with redeemables and stuff. Can I do redeemables for just Twitch points, the free ones? Or do they all have to be paid?
I think they all have to be
Which is
paid.
a pain.
It's despicable because
Is
I
that
only
the
saw
right
it under the
save?
tier 1.
Is that the right save? No, I
I'm
don't
not
think it is.
sure.
Unless you didn't save the
Did I
last
not
time.
say? Oh no! Look! I
Oh,
accidentally.
perfume.
I was gonna say that seems weird.
But yeah, no, because if I could do free redeemables, then it would
Yeah,
be
we're
fun
here.
to do
I was gonna
like
say.
the romantic overlay as a redeemable.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to do redeemables that cost money because I don't know, that just seems crass.
Yeah, I think
When we're doing this primarily for funsy onesies.
Mm.
Like, I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Is that stupid?
Mhm.
I like to keep everything as free as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
But
yeah, I do want to do the romance overlay at some point.
Mhm. I'm quite excited. Use follow emote for global. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. Oh, no flying bloody planes again.
Yeah, I guess it's just gonna be like that today. I mean, imagine it's some, I don't know, courtroom ambiance or something.
Yeah. It's they were out at the lake and there are like low flying planes.
Yeah.
It checks out.
Low flying Gordies. You only did the affiliate thing because you wanted emotes to use and you give them out for free any second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I like being affiliate, don't get me wrong. And, subs are exciting to get. Of course they are. And I try and do, reward adequately.
Yeah.
With, you know. I try and be the best little court jester in your PC that I possibly can be.
Mhm.
And it's an honour, etc. But I do always wish that I could make as much as possible free.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we can all join in the fun.
Mhm.
Righto. Are you cracking on?
We don't know why the parrot is so large.
Yeah.
It's probably not a real parrot.
No, probably not.
Um,
It's a little boy in a suit.
Ah.
Also, there's a lot of poop down there.
Uh-huh.
Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning.
Hello? It ignored me. I mean, honk. Me, 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 me. Honk. Hang on.
You're gonna have a pirate?
I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate. What? You forgot, Meg. You gotta call her name first. It's more of a country farmer, but okay. Her name? Polly? How you been?
Hello.
Squawk.
See?
Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly.
Parrot, the erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker, answers to the name Polly.
Your face isn't right for anything, Cannondoodles.
Yeah, it really looks like one of those fake robotic
It
ones to
does.
me. If it wasn't for the shit, I'd be convinced it's a robot.
Well, you're assuming that it's parrot shit. Judging by the rest of this cabin, it could also just be fisherman poop.
Too bad all she can say is hello.
Old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words.
The secret words.
Okay. Oh, we can still inspect the parrot.
Polly, what's your name?
Polly.
Cute.
I don't know why I didn't do the squawk. I just read over it.
I was disappointed.
Squawk. Well, Maya's found a new friend. Yeah.
Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa.
And what? Talk about murders.
Oh, you're a party pooper, Nick.
Wow.
Look, he has donuts and cookies.
Wow, there's a lot of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there?
Hmm? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Exciting. Wow, he has a television in here too.
Okay,
Okay. Go look in the bin, see if we can find some Pokeballs. Look, a little safe.
I was thinking it was like a weird radio.
Yeah, I thought it was a tackle box for some reason. It's locked. Maya, are you trying to do grand larceny again?
Oh no, we can't look.
We can't look at the bin. Wow.
This is weird.
Bet there's a Pokeball in there. We can look at the gun though.
It's a fishing pole.
It's a gun.
Yeah, I thought it was a gun at first. This fishing pole looks expensive.
It's what he uses to shoot the fish. Is that all we get?
Ah, looks
What
expensive.
about the ventilation fan?
First, I'm gonna check the cupboard. Have we ever told the story about your sandwich in the cupboard?
I think we have, yeah. I think we have.
It looks
It's
like
not an exciting story.
Well,
Just
if-
to
if-
recap,
No, if you ever hear me giggling about cupboards for some reason.
yeah, it's more. It would basically. My mother, for some reason, had made me a sandwich, even though I said that I didn't want one because I was in the middle of something and I would come and make it later. And then she decided to put it in the dining room cupboard, where all the plates were.
Mm-hmm.
So when I finally came down, she was really angry with me because I'd like disrespected her sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
even though I'd said that I didn't want it. And it was like hotel breakfast crispy. Because it had been in a sodding cupboard for like an hour and a half.
I have literal childhood like trauma from the times that my mother made me like sandwiches. Open ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Knitting
so
needle,
sorry,
I'm so
chat.
sorry. Air dried sandwich, right?
With like butter and like cheese, and then it had been sitting out for a while on a warm day, and like nothing has put me off like food as much as that stuff. Like,
For sure. Oh,
anyway, sorry.
Who remembers there's little individually wrapped, and maybe this is just a British thing, I don't know, but there's little individually wrapped cheeses. And you used to get like smoked cheese, which was the only one that was still palatable in your lunchbox.
Don't they still do those?
I think they might.
I
I don't
think
know
I-
actually.
They do.
They used to come kind of like Baby Bells in a
Yeah.
little net.
Yeah, they still do
They
them.
still do them, but no, it wasn't just Baby Bells. There was like all different types of cheese. Like there was a smoked one. And
Oh,
then
they
there
are
was,
fucking
like,
disgusting.
There was there would be like a Dairy Triangle or a Laughing
Trust
Cow
me,
or
in
whatever.
the UK, that's not good. I tried
And
them.
then, you know, like cheddar blocks and stuff.
Yeah, cheddar
And
blocks.
they would. It was one of those things that my mum. I think it was quite common for lunchbox foods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Baby Bell, which is just a classic. But Baby Bells travel better.
They do.
These ones, they like got so sweaty. The only one that was good still, like I said, for me, was the smoked cheese. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so obsessed with smoked cheese these days.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they'd get so weird and sweaty and they'd smell funny. And like you'd take the plastic off and they'd be like, no,
Yeah.
no, no. But then you'd leave it. And then you get so hungry that by the end of the day, you'd eat the sweaty, stinky cheese anyway. Maybe that was just me.
I think that's just you.
I
I was very good at not eating if I didn't find it palatable.
Yeah. I also knew that by the time I got home, I wasn't going to be eating until the adults had dinner.
Mhm.
So like, from school lunchtime, I wouldn't then eat probably normally until like 8 or 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew that was probably the last food I was going to get. Sometimes I would like save bits of my lunch to eat mid-afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my mum was very much one of those like, you know, it's good for the children to eat with the grown-ups.
Yeah.
But the problem is my grandmother was in charge of cooking the food usually. We'd like go round to her house to have dinner. And she was like one of those people who was chronically just late with everything.
Mm-hmm.
So dinner would take her like 3 hours. Because she'd just faff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'd eat really, really late. And I'd just be like dying. Anyway.
His kitchen unit is pretty clean though.
Apparently it is, except I dispute that, given, like, the kitchen unit might be clean, but look at the fucking backsplash.
Yeah, no. Funny, he doesn't look like a type who'd keep things tidy like that.
You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here.
What?
Remember?
No.
Last week, he was all like, he talked about the pasta.
Oh yeah!
We're taking over his pasta shop for him. Oh my god.
I cannot check out the fan. I
You
am sorry to
can't.
disappoint. Look, there's nothing here.
What about the bloody backsplash? That does not
Nope.
pass health and safety.
No.
It's weird how it looks both overly clean and messy. Yeah,
Yeah.
right? The cupboards look really, really clean.
Oh, there's a fucking bird next to
And
them.
there's a bird next to it, which again is also a pretty big health and safety
Yeah,
violation.
also for
I'd
the
have thought.
bird.
Well, yes, that too.
Do you think he uses the correct pans? I don't think so.
No. Also, there's a gas stove right next to
Ah.
it, which...
Well, apparently we're going to talk about the pasta restaurant. Why is Polly so much larger font-wise than everything else? Whereas the
I
pasta
think,
restaurant is small.
I think it's they've just tried to squeeze them all into one particular space.
This is causing me anxiety. I'm gonna
Yeah.
click on the pasta restaurant.
Do that. Yeah, no, in the original pixel art it also looked filthy. But the poop piles were far less egregious.
Huh. Sorry, he was snoring, but I clicked
Oh,
through it.
honk me.
Yeah.
That's you.
Pasta shop?
I'm a pirate. Yup. To think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so that makes you two the third generation. Meg,
Yes?
tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing.
Dough tossing?
You too, Keith.
Yes?
You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West's ever seen.
Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy?
Meg,
Yes?
you know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you?
Right, of course. Everybody knows that.
Nick?
Huh?
How long do we have to keep up this all in the family charade?
This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is.
Why must he?
The boat rental shop.
Honk. Me. Honk. Me. Honk.
This is a boat rental shop, right?
What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them.
I'm pretty confused myself.
Nick, this isn't going anywhere.
But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. Polly.
Honk, me. Honk, me, pop. Me memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here.
Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228. Squawk!
All right.
Maya's gonna do a larceny. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya?
See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking.
And a criminal mind.
Quick, Nick, write that number down.
1228. Hey, don't get me involved in your heist schemes. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna jump
Guess
in the
we're
safe.
gonna do a crime.
Look, a little safe. It's locked.
Wait, bro!
What the fuck?
Will you?
We don't have the option in the doohickeys, do we? Present? No, probably not.
No.
Well,
Why is it locked?
What?
Don't talk about crimes and
Yeah.
then not let me do the crimes
Yeah,
game.
let's do a crime, Nick. No, you can't. Talk to the bird again, maybe?
I'm going to. I can't do it from here. No,
No.
nothing new on Polly.
They're so stupid.
Oh god, does the... Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Do I need to figure out what to present to this man now?
Oh, God.
I'm gonna present the parrot. Once I remember how to present things. This one?
Pop.
This is your line.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Oh, did
Now
you?
listen here, Kate.
Didn't look it up, did you?
Remember that tricolour pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow lioli. I figured out the last colour we should use. Our rainbow lioli. I figured out the last colour we should use. Indigo blue. Indigo blue.
That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. I forget why we even went to the caretaker's shack to begin with.
Well, the boat rental lodge.
Why
Why we went
showed
there?
empty
Because
leg.
because he was the he's the witness tomorrow.
It's gonna be more rain.
I'm not doing the
remember that,
remember Bolioli every time.
Gun!
Yeah, sure. Let's threaten him. That'll work.
Oh, he's just gonna talk about Rainbow Lioli all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, fine. Like, no, I don't want to know what I have to do actually. If
No,
you know
you
it.
don't.
Okay, so we're done here, right? You know what? I'm gonna go back to. I hate. I've paid attention to that shirt that he has. I don't remember, so I'm just gonna go back to here so Maya can tell me.
Ah, fresh air. I gotta say, freedom feels great.
Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay?
Misbehaving's much more fun.
It's not going to be so much fun when Edward refuses to pay your bail again.
Right. I'll behave.
Oh dear. Okay, what to do? Well, what should we do?
I don't know. I've been in detention this whole time. What? I think I'll let you decide what we should do. Deal?
Game! What? Any ideas? Well, any thoughts on you want to share?
Well, I was in detention all day. I think I'd like more time to think.
Poor Maya. She probably thought about Mia the whole time she was in there. Okay,
This is
game.
really helpful,
This is
isn't
supposed to help me out where to go. Fucking.
I'm gonna guess the trial's gonna be very fun if he remembers you're his kids now. Like, dude, you were supposed to cook pasta and rent boats. Why are you a lawyer? Yeah, right? Oh no, Detective Gumshoe isn't here. What are we gonna do?
Detective Gumshoe isn't here.
Now that you mention it, didn't he say he had a meeting to go to?
Oh, that's right. Let's come back later. Okay. Well, cool. So, what about the detention center? No?
Steal the dog.
I don't want to take that demonic hound back, if I'm perfectly honest.
Don't want to deal with all the teeth.
Apparently Miss Grossberg is on vacation today. Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. We could have just called ahead of time before we
Like
went
you
there.
just said, Ms. Grossberg.
Miss Grossberg. Guess we'll just go back to Gold Lake. Guess we'll just go. I'm fine. There must be something we're missing from the boat shop.
When in doubt, present, 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 I would have said. Honk me 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 me. Honk me 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 me.
That? A lawyer's badge?
Are you fucking serious? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I was gonna throw everything at this man.
Yeah.
The game legitimately wanted me to throw the fuck.
Yeah. It went through the list.
I hate this game.
Mm-hmm.
I really sometimes actively hate the way this first game works. This is not good. This is bad. This is just, well, cool. Just throw everything in the lawyer badge at it.
Yeah. The fact that sometimes is just... Yeah. I get it.
Huh.
Hey, up. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick. Now's our chance to clear things up.
Sir? No, I'm not Keith.
And I'm not Meg either.
We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. I'm sorry, I have hiccups.
Oh no.
I'm trying not to hiccup.
Please help us.
A lawyer, eh?
Please, mister.
All right, I'll help. But on one condition.
What's that?
When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle.
We can't promise that. I can't make that promise.
Is that any way to treat your old man? Bah, you want my help? You've come to the wrong man.
Uh-oh, now he's grumpy.
Not to mention he still thinks we're his kids. Maybe we should just lie and say we'll run his shop. Okay, we promise.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat phoenix noodles?
I guess so. That's my boy! Good for you, Keith!
Oh, wait, didn't I just say...
You too, Meg!
Yes?
You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know?
You don't want to eat phoenix noodles?
You don't want to eat Phoenix noodles? You don't think Phoenix noodles sound very delicious?
Phoenix. Phoenix is white noodles.
No. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. No, you're Phoenix down. Yeah.
Hello.
Very-
Hello.
Fair draw.
Squawk. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Fuck.
Do we actually just
He
need
fell
to...
asleep.
Oh, do we need to do the whole presentation thing again? Or... and actually agree this time?
I'm just...
Or... you won't be needing that badge to run a pasta shop. Toss it.
I think I'll hold on to it if you don't mind.
Okay. So, no.
Oh!
How can we interact with this?
Do you recognize this lady? No. He fell asleep. I'm gonna throw everything at this. Again. Gordy? You know about Gordy?
No.
He fell asleep. Okay. Oh, not this camera. No, not this camera. I'm just gonna go down the list one by one, sorry. Autopsy report? No? Okay. No classified information sharing with this man. Lake photo?
Yup, I seen this.
You know something about this, sir?
Keith.
Yes?
That's okay. You can call me Dad.
Dad, you know something about this?
Yup, the other night, out on the lake.
Yes?
I know all about that. I seen it.
What? Tell us what you saw.
Honk.
Honk.
Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all.
Huh, what you saw?
Did that come from the game?
No.
It did not. It came from outside our window. Somewhere, something was honking. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yup. Sound like muffled off-camera geese. Yeah, it was exactly muffled off-camera geese.
Mm-hmm.
There was a muffled off-camera goose somewhere in this. Honk me 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 me. I summoned them!
You did. You did.
I did.
It was after midnight, but okay.
Then I heard this BANG! So I looked outside. Then I heard another one. BANG!
I mean, he's not incorrect now with 2 gunshots.
Yeah.
Oh, splashy!
Wow, high def splashy for the low res MS Paint. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yup. What did he say? Yup. I forgot. I'll remember it tomorrow by court time, promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what, eh? Little Terry was just here.
Terry.
Yup, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out of his face.
You must be talking about Detective Gumshoe.
Hell.
Is it pal time? Is it pal?
Yeah.
Yes, it's always pal time.
Yeah,
Santu.
you can put it away, but thanks. Wish you could remember things on time whenever you wanted it. Me too, me too.
Really?
Somehow, I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving.
I think you're right.
Like, fuck, we're finally leaving.
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I had one more question.
Huh?
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Squad! Don't forget DL6. Squad!
Huh?
That's a very normal thing for a parrot to say.
I guess that's what he was muttering, huh?
Yeah.
What did she just say, Nick?
One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. Squad! What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister. I mean, Dad.
Honk. Me.
This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Oh, we just left. Tension music gone. We just
Okay.
walked out.
Who is this old guy? We better leave. And also never open his safe ever again. I hope he brings it to court with him.
Oh, did we remember the code?
Oh,
Was it 1228?
that sounds about right.
Why would that bird Polly know about DL6?
We have to figure out who that old man is.
Oh,
What?
He locked the door from the other side.
Gee? Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Oh, I love that. Or maybe he's done with his meetings now.
Maybe. That did take us long enough. It's a disguise.
entrance.
It might well be. I mean, it's quite an effective one, I thought. They'll never suspect a thing.
hey pal! Long time no see! You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time?
Actually, we wanted to ask you something.
Yeah?
The boat caretaker. You know the boat rental shop down at Gore Lake?
Oh, yeah.
The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right?
How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea.
But we're gonna use him as a witness because, yeah, that's totally legit.
We gotta wrap this bullshit up as quickly as possible. That's the law, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, how Gumshoe's default animation makes him look like he's exercising his eyebrows.
Yeah,
it does.
he is. He's exercising them bottoms.
Yeah, he's gotta exercise them to look beefy in court.
Sounds suspicious.
Detective Gumshoe, please help us.
Uh-huh.
We need to know about the DL6 incident. Now, no spoilers, Gandoodles, but that parrot is going to court.
I don't remember it.
Do you not remember the parrot?
No, but I mean, I vaguely remember that probably the parrot, but I don't remember it, you know? Like, was it yesterday, was it Kinado who was saying that they hoped the parrot appeared in court and testified?
I don't remember.
Or whoever it was said it. It kind of rang a vague bell.
Mm-hmm.
That does indeed happen. So, anyway. It really does seem like Polly's the more useful guy to have as a witness. I mean,
Yeah.
I agree.
Wait, did you do this?
That's your
Oh,
line.
that's my line! Oh my
Okay.
god! That was when Edward's father died, not his dad. When daddy died.
Daddy dies.
Okay, that's you still.
I don't know. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case.
To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, Peel. What?
How?
However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up.
This is well that Grossberg is on holiday.
Yeah.
Can we just present you with like
The parrot?
Yeah! I want to present the parrot.
What's that? A parrot?
The old man at the boat rentals shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident.
That incident?
DL6.
Yeah, like, did we just steal the parrot? No wonder he locked the fucking door behind us. We just robbed an old man. But, you know, genuinely, given that this is in the days before, like, cell phone photos or whatever, primarily. Although Maya's phone did look like it might potentially be able to take, I don't know, the grainiest little photograph you ever saw. But
Yeah.
I could only assume we stole the parrot.
Yeah.
What? Polly, have we forgotten something?
Squawk! Don't forget DL6! Squawk!
Huh? Flashback noises.
I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word.
Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident?
Wait, what if that old man was connected to the DL6? To DL6 even.
Nick, you think he might be? I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident.
Yes!
Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. All right, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room.
I guess it's time we faced Edward's past.
Yeah, why would he tell his parrot not to forget it?
Oh!
Why?
New room!
New room. Oh, this is a boring room.
December 26th, Police Department Records Room.
Wow. It's amazingly dusty.
10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess.
Let's find that DL6 stuff quick.
15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with the 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6?
Nick, I found out where the file is.
Oh, thanks.
Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file.
Wasn't it handy?
I know, right?
That means that we don't have to see any other viewpoint other than this one.
The case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary.
Right. Summary. Summary. Found it! Here you go. December 20... Oh,
Oops. 28th, 2001.
That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow.
So in 2 days, the case is closed. That incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse.
What? In this same district... Sorry, is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now?
Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all the lights went out.
Gee.
Wow, that was some earthquake.
At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours.
That would be scary like that. In the dark.
There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious.
The survivors?
One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was
Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it?
He said that his father was shot before his very eyes, so Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator.
So, I mean, I'm assuming that's the same kind of shooting out of nowhere type situation
Yeah,
as well.
sounds like it.
Given that normally if there were 3 people in the elevator, one of them was shot dead and one of them was a literal child, the person convicted of the murder would be the other adult in there.
Exactly that.
Because who else is it going to be,
Yeah,
theoretically?
yeah,
They can't prove otherwise.
no.
Even if there were security cameras, they'd be knocked out because of the power outage.
It's also true, actually. I hadn't really thought about that, but yeah, exactly. Perfect time for it,
So,
essentially.
yeah, exactly.
So did they know? Did they summon the earthquake? No, I'm joking, but... Sorry, I need to stand up for a sec. Oh, need to be dope. See.
Yeah, I'm sleepy today.
Yeah,
apparently.
me too.
Sorry that I keep yawning, chat.
It's okay.
I wasn't apologising to you, I was
I'm gonna get a
apologising
snack.
to chat. Soccer wrench is not just getting up, like... The window is broken though, like shot through. Okay, well I wasn't paying attention to that. It's okay, we can't see you anyway.
You want a
Yeah,
snack?
but, yeah, I do want a snack, give me.
I think I said I wouldn't eat, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, some friendos brought, well, what should I say? What should we describe the amount of licorice as?
Fuck Tom. Metric.
A metric fuck ton of licorice over. Dutch licorice.
Yeah.
And they're not very good at resisting it.
No, it's very good.
Um,
The fact that we got it on Sunday and we've still got some left is a remarkable show of willpower on our part.
yeah, it's my old age.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, victim data. Do you have data on the victim, Edward's father?
Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it.
Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. My god, he looks old for 35.
He does, doesn't he? And maybe that's an aged up photo.
But then again, he's 35 in a Japanese video game, so he
That's
might as well
true.
be dead.
He might as well be dead, yeah. An aged old hag, I was going to say.
Yeah. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles.
Miles?
Miles Edgeworth, of course.
So he was in the elevator with his father. We have established that, Maya.
Holy shit, what were you doing, Maya?
Yeah, the window is shot through, you're right.
Oh yeah. I
I
don't think I could see that on the DS.
I mean, I think you probably could.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hang on.
From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, the pistol, was found in the elevator.
You could, in fact.
Oh yeah! Yeah. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard this before? Dude!
Gee. Everyone's just playing oblivious dum-dum now.
Bloody hell. Oh! Phoenix! Good boy! Huh. It sounds just
wow.
like the current case. What's going on here?
Wow, I can't believe he put 2 and 2 together and actually made 4. That's very unlike him.
Wow.
Do you think he's sick? Should somebody feel his forehead?
Suspect data. Got any data on the suspect in there?
That would be the guy that my mum got arrested. Hold on. This is it.
The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi.
He was... Oh, sorry.
It was a clerk in the court, apparently.
So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it.
But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond.
Hammond. Oh, the victim in our case.
Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived so much that so he had brain damage. Oh, that's
That's
unfortunate.
very unfortunate.
He lost all memory of being in the elevator. Oh, that's very convenient.
I think we've gone from unfortunate to... Oh, I see.
So, hello, Pebbles.
Hello, Pebbles. We have the right category today. Are you proud of us?
You say this.
You
Not
do,
knowing-
right? Sweet baby cheeses, you do, right? Yeah, you do. Foof. Foof.
After he was declared innocent, he disappeared.
Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? I think he went to a picnic.
Do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he makes the spaghetti.
Wait, what?
I was joking about. Never mind.
I was joking about Yogi Bear.
I know. And then I was moving on to the fact that he. Never mind.
No, that's fine. You can. It's.
I was sorry.
Yeah.
He may be closer than we think. Yes, Phoenix.
Gee.
I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. Still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth.
Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out.
You're right. If only
Yeah,
we had
just
mobile
up to the
phones, so we
bishop.
could just.
If only we had mobile phones so that we could just take a picture. Yeah. You're correct.
How about we just take what we think we'll need? That's not very much! DL6 case file added to the court record.
It's a representative visually.
Right. That'll probably... Sorry. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder what... I mean, how Dad will do testifying in court. Legitimately, that man is not right in the head.
Well, yes.
He should not be testifying anything.
Well, no, but I do think that is rather the point.
I know. Save your
After
progress, yes.
Saving the progress. Yay.
That's the effect on Edgeworth.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, please. Phoenix. Oh yeah, forgot we're facing Von Karma.
Yeah.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement, so...
Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Oh, don't you start being what's his face?
Pardon?
I meant like the watch, the guy with the watch from.
Oh, strong heart.
Strong Heart.
Yeah, don't make me get up out of my chair. I'm lazy.
Order, order. Sorry, Judge looks like me when he's doing the surprise face. Yes,
He
yes,
does,
he does.
though, doesn't he?
He does. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Must you question even everything? I don't know why I said explain, but... It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Maybe they are related.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. My big, beautiful witness.
Is that mysterious boat shop owner?
Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yup. Yup, I was. Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Yeah, raise an objection, thanks, actually. I don't care if it pisses him off. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. But I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, just randomly pulled this guy off the street. Yeah, here we go. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The witness will state his name.
Oh, me? Well, I'm not really sure, yup.
What do you mean?
My memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Sometimes we have these things written down on a piece of paper, but okay.
Yeah. He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. He has not heard his name in the last several years, no.
No. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Judge, why are you fucking useless?
They breed him that way. Obviously.
The night of the murder.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang! Yup. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang! Just about then, the boat comes back ashore and a man walks by my window.
Ah, very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony.
So many things.
Yeah. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up, and I just used them all speaking. Judge, your verdict now.
Yes. Mr. Wright? I
You
don't imagine.
Off.
Cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin.
Gee whizzes. Ugh!
Excuse me, Mr. von Karma?
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness, okay? Alright!
I see. Oh my god.
The night of the murder.
That was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep.
Just after midnight, you say?
Just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Yup.
When I talked
Yeah, like
to...
you said, so it wasn't the fucking 24th. They keep
Exactly,
doing that.
yeah. It's like, it's the 25th.
I guess it's
Well,
like the night of the 24th. But it was just after midnight. So, like, on a technicality, it was the 25th. And which, I mean, let's face it, we're in bloody court, so technicalities are quite important. But you could argue that the night of the 24th, if you're being colloquial, lasts until the morning of the 25th, when you actively get up and start your day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but in court, I think it's a little more important that we actually say that it was the 25th. Yeah, exactly. But colloquially, I see why people would say that.
Yeah, same. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yup. You see, continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to press... there we go. Is there anyone who can verify that?
We do have to suffer that waking up animation every single time. Yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
Be nice, he's disabled. Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for a court floor. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. Parrot?
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy.
Keith?
The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang! Yup.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yup. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating in the lake.
Was there someone in the boat?
I was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figure there was 2 men out there. Yup.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yup. At the time, that is.
At the time.
Then I heard another bang!
Oh, sorry. Oh my god, I keep doing this. Hold it. So you heard 2 gunshots total.
Yup.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday.
Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
By your window?
Hey, up by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. Funkama's lines would be well suited to be read by that artificial voice before the bad kind existed. Oh, like the one, like the old text-to-speech, like
yes.
Black Book type voice. The standard computer reading
God,
one. Yeah, no, I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, that one. I agree completely.
And you could see the man's face.
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad?
That's certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy.
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. This man can't remember his own name.
Yeah.
But
he remembers Edgeworth's.
Yeah, sure. Funkama. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I'd better act quick or this trial's going to be over. What?
What?
We can't exactly raise an objection. Raise an objection against
what? Yeah, right? Like...
Wait and see what happens here, though. But how can I raise an objection without any proof? Yeah, thank you, game.
Judge, there is no room for doubt in the witness's testimony. I demand that you declare your verdict.
The judge is lost in thoughts. What should I do?
I guess we can't wait and see again. We have to raise an objection. But somehow...
Your Honor! This witness claims that Edward said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If you were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realise even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough! The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant.
Load of shit,
This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? None of these facts are like...
Not a single one of these facts has... Every single one of these is very misinterpretable.
What? No! The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. Pardon? The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Pardon?
Did we fuck up?
Wait.
Magpie noises.
Who was that just now? Me? Huh? What? Is it coming? No, Larry!
Wait! Me!
What are you doing here?
Listen! You gotta listen to me! I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot! I heard it too!
How did he even get in here?
I have no idea.
Order!
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right.
Yeah,
I guess, he must have vaulted the barrier and somehow
I mean,
not been shot.
Larry does kind of look like he would be able to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Larry looks like one of those people who would be featured quite heavily on r/Hold My Beer.
Yes.
I'll testify. Let me testify.
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. I could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any worse.
Maya has a point there.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
Right here, right now, right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
No take-backsies.
Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now!
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Dude, there's not even enough for a piss break. Court
True.
is adjourned. Like, in the past.
Maybe if you're going to the bloke toilets, it's okay.
Oh, you're right.
Because there are no queues on those, so I'm told.
Yeah, there's so few ladies around here. It's probably fine if you go to the ladies too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Phew! That was way too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Ma, Larry was at the lake that night.
Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
You say something, right?
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Hmm?
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Because he's a dumb fuck who
He's
picks up
dumb
guns.
fuck and picks up evidence. Yep.
Well, still Samurai lives. It's okay. Larry patched him up.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's just his inflated corpse. Oh.
Splishy splashy. Bye bye.
When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight.
We couldn't have mentioned this before the trial.
No, I know. Right?
You know, as your lawyer, it's kind of important to know these things,
A
Edgeworth.
little bit, you'd think, but no. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. And I picked it up without thinking.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't have a reason, really.
So why are you wearing your suit?
Fancy lawyer suit.
Out
Maybe-
here?
Maybe he'd come from work and he was being called, like, urgently, you know? Yeah, I don't
on
know.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, on Christmas Eve.
I just have questions, okay?
Yeah. He will not answer them for you. I see.
Or maybe this is Edgeworth in our mind's eye and we can't imagine him
Oh,
in anything
yeah.
other than his suit.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, the defendant telling us important shit in the middle of the trial is very much an Ace Attorney thing, isn't it?
It's incredible. It's like,
It's
no,
like, oh,
you know
no,
what,
I didn't
maybe...
realise you needed to know that important information that might have, like, got me exonerated 5 minutes into the trial.
Yeah.
Huh. Didn't think it was important. The fact that my fingerprints were on there because I picked it up without thinking. Duh.
You may have talked about it before. I was like, no, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway.
I did read that
Yeah.
line. Right.
Yeah.
This might be our chance.
Our chance.
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials.
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now.
Maybe he's an edgy boy who likes to sit around on Misty Lake in a boat at midnight of Christmas as a treat. It's a good point. I mean, it's very Edgeworth's thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Squeak.
Thinking about Daddy.
Thinking about his daddy, yeah.
Mm.
Not his dead father, you understand.
No. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right. Leave it to me.
Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Testimony witness, the night of the murder.
That night, I was out on a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang! I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor?
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Well, here we go, cross-examination. The night of the murder.
That night, I was out on a boat on the lake.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well. Okay. First of all, what time was it?
Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone's gone home for the night.
Huh.
So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour?
I was looking for something, and I found it.
Looking for something.
Yeah.
Mr. Butz, what was it you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang!
No?
Oh, shit! Keep thinking.
No,
Oh, my god.
you missed one.
I'm
The
sorry.
rental, the boat, slipping
Yeah,
the boat back in?
I meant to go back. Never mind. Where did the sound come from? We'll go back in a
Yeah,
second.
well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know?
Did you look at the lake?
Well, yeah, I looked.
Okay, hold on. There we go. I thought it wasn't this screen when I pressed it. I got a little bit trigger happy. Hold it. Around what time was that?
Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12? But yeah.
You're not sure.
Hey, don't give me that face! I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry.
He gave away his clock. Maybe he has clock trauma. Has that
Oh my
occurred to you,
god, you're
Queenix?
right. Like he had two
Yeah.
clocks and now he has no clock.
He has no clocks, and both of his clocks were used in murders. And you know what? I think that would give you clock trauma. He, no longer knows how to tell the time. It's just gone from him. Very important to bear in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I looked around out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat.
Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butz?
Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Oh, okay. No problem. That's just the most important part of the case.
So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
Well, Nick,
I'm sorry, it was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it?
you didn't.
Yeah,
press
I meant to
on that,
press, yeah. I guess I should start just working on the contradictions.
Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister.
It's okay. Wish I didn't accidentally... So, you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, Nick. Okay. That was worth it, right?
Yeah. Well, we can talk about the single gunshot.
Mm-hmm.
I will save before we do anything.
Yeah.
Because, it says two in the... So
Yeah.
let's pull out the two gunshot thing. I think I'll just try presenting that.
That makes the most sense, I think.
Hold on. Present this here. It had a thing about two gunshots, am I right? Yeah, fired three
yeah,
times.
well, the autopsy report should also have 2 gunshots in it.
No.
It doesn't. What the fuck?
Weird, right?
I know, so the actual person was shot once.
Yeah.
But there were 2 bangs, yeah.
I'm gonna try presenting the gun.
Yeah. Okay.
gonna raise this objection. Ugh. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this
Okay, guess
evidence.
not.
No,
Okay.
it does. Okay, fine. Just let me load. Oopsie. Sorry for putting the sound on. Loud. I mean,
Bullet?
huh? Sorry?
Bullet? No. Wait, hang
I
on.
heard. Hold on, Lotta here. We can go with.
Oh,
I
yeah,
heard two
yeah,
sounds.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna guess this one. Wait a sec, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang. You're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butz,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Huh? Not sure.
Yeah, well... I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else.
My radio, dude, with my headphones.
What?
Larry.
Oh, you're useless. Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butz, you are listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Yes? No? That's enough? Chat? I feel like there will be more code that we can, like, clean, but...
Yeah, like what was on the radio? That would probably potentially give us a more accurate time of death, too.
Oh...
But,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't have anything else to keep going exactly. If we just let him go, surely we'll just end the trial.
Yeah, it's gonna continue then. Your Honor, please? Please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Please. Bah. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butz. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your RADIO. I don't know why radio is in all caps.
Well, I mean, he's emphasizing it. Please ensure... I mean, be sure to
True.
include details like your radio.
I know, but...
Oh, no, we're spelling it out like he's a dog.
Yeah.
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this. Believe me. What Larry heard. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get some more drink. Can I get you anything?
No, thank you.
No, I'm sorry. I'm drinking a lot of water right now, so... This is your hydration check.
Yeah.
Hydration checkpoint.
Hydration checkpoint.
Ugh. Hello, dearie.
Oh, I suppose it's up to me to keep everybody entertained while Socket's left the room, isn't it? Well, tough. Let's all sit here in silence and think about what we've done. What did you do? Oh, one of these days I'll move those.
Also, is it your Kulin Sooth?
Yeah, I think it
I
might
knocked
well
down
be.
some Kulin Sooth. I could do with.
Sorry
I
for
was just
dropping my
gonna say-
knitting needle again. I
Yeah.
was trying to ask Socket to get me stuff.
I
But she is absolutely not understanding.
I was just about to say I got you.
No, you
I
nodded
did. I
and
was like, yeah.
you nodded dumbly and didn't move. And then I dropped my knitting needles. Sorry.
Now we're all awake.
Now we're all awake. Yeah, except the dog, who is not. You said you could do with some cool and safe. Do you have a headache, Socket Rent?
I do, in fact, have a
I'm gonna
headache.
take some head pills. When did that show up?
About 20 minutes ago. I think Larry is giving me a headache.
I don't think so, huh?
I'm blaming him either way.
Oh, for pity's sake.
Beautiful sound.
Yeah, I'm playing you my chiming music.
I was gonna say
Wow.
tubular bells, but not quite.
Bongs.
It's not quite the same, is it?
Not quite.
Creaky chair.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know. Well, if you want me to stop creaking my chair on stream, buy me a new chair. God.
First we must get a new PC, then
Yes,
we can get
I
you a new
know.
chair.
Just saying, until I can afford a new chair,
I know.
this one is
I
squeaky.
know.
I've oiled it and it didn't work. I've padded it and it didn't work. Speaking of padding, the padding's worn through on my arse. Of the chair. But also, you know. You know.
Well,
Little TMI there,
yeah, Larry does have a lot of faces,
eh?
but
He sure does.
the thing is, in Sprite, he was adorable. When they just
Yeah.
give him like flat colors in some of the animation Sprite
Yeah.
things.
In the sprites, they worked better.
Yeah,
Because of course they did. I mean,
yeah.
you can just kind of tell how much better. But yeah, it's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
Ooh. What was he saying? You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge. Can you believe a word the witness says?
Holy shit! Are we just... Yeah, because the senile old man was much better.
Yeah. What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
Alright, Funkama. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Mate! Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me. DJ?
As if.
Oh, come on, Judge! Now you're just playing stupid.
They had DJs when he was younger.
Come on, Bridget. I am not
Should have
buying
just
this.
called him a disc jockey, then he would have known.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what DJ is
Mm-hmm.
short for, after all.
Yeah. An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Come on, mate. Anyway. What this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Cross-examination. What Larry heard.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve.
So, you turned on the radio.
Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there. Alone. On Christmas Eve. Alone.
I shouldn't have said anything.
That's why I was listening to an all requests show on the radio, see?
Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness has the witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Fucking hell! Tell us, Mr. Butz, how loud was your radio set that night?
I was listening to it real booming loud, like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot.
Previous one.
Oh, fucking every single
Previous
time.
two.
Yeah.
That one.
Real booming loud.
Yeah, you know?
And you had headphones on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. Dude, they're not that noise cancelling at this point in time.
Right?
Like,
I've used them. They were not. At all. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot.
check me out, I pressed the right button.
Wow.
Can you prove that? No, of course you can't.
Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We do care, we should care, because it might time it.
Yeah.
We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butz, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot.
Are you sure?
Course I am. She had this real sexy voice.
Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all.
What
Dude,
do you
it
mean?
means it's not on the
It means
25th!
it's not. I mean, the 25th is almost Christmas. But yeah, it means it wasn't
I mean,
before midnight.
yeah.
It was... I mean, it wasn't after midnight. It
Yeah.
was before midnight. Gee.
So, like, it could have been a single gunshot.
I mean, yeah.
And then there were two more, potentially, afterwards.
Hmm?
I mean, it was shot 3 times, I was gonna say. Because, like, it says here, like, Lotta said I heard two sounds like gunshot just after midnight.
Yeah,
So it's
but...
possible there's one just
True.
before. Anyway,
True. No, it's true.
this is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is... but there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it. Good God, I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened.
It's alone. Hello?
What? I didn't do anything. It just
Yeah.
ended up here again.
I know, so go to the gunshot
That's what
one.
I saw.
I mean,
Yeah, I was just seeing
the Christmas one.
Yeah, when I heard it too. This is the very last one.
Yeah, hey, it's
Oh.
almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot because it's a new one that we...
Yeah, let's...
Okay.
Are you sure?
Course I am. She had this real sexy
no.
voice.
So
yeah,
this
but,
is...
like...
maybe Von Karma doesn't... Yeah. So this is the exact same.
What do you mean?
What? I'm so confused. What?
We should present something.
We can't present anything.
We can't present anything to him in that final chunk. We can't present any evidence.
I mean, yes, fine. We can go
when
to
he
the
says,
last one.
Yeah, when
This
he
one.
said, she said, well, hey, it's almost Christmas.
Yeah,
I
fine.
heard the gunshot. Meaning, we should present something.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, we
That's-
should... Yeah. No, you're
Huh?
right. Present something here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
means
no,
it wasn't
yeah.
Christmas yet, meaning it was still the 24th.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Meaning it was before midnight, so we've got to find
Yeah.
something. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, why don't we present the just after midnight one, in fact? Lotta's one.
Yeah, that one.
Have
yeah.
you taken head pills?
Yeah, I did.
Good. Just checking.
Because you need them.
Larry, are you absolutely sure that's what you're... Oh, so sure what you're saying is correct?
Oh, what's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor? Did you hear what the witness just said? Sorry, the DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Indeed, the famous line. It is right here.
Yeah.
Do you realize what this means? Yeah, this is where the meme is from.
Yep.
When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas! 3 exclamation marks. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him! Suspicious!
Sorry, this line in the clown poops is all you ever saw from Ace Attorney before seeing the stream. And now we have Phoenix! And the Edge Man had something going on. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
I think honestly most people that is like,
That's pretty much the induction course.
yeah,
And sometimes including showing everybody your badge.
yes, yeah.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think? Sorry, what do you think about Mr. Butz's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? I believe it.
Yeah.
Because it's been shot 3 times according to the
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
So Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing.
Good question. Is there a timestamp on the photo?
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12:15 a.m.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but then 12:15 means potentially it could have, although that doesn't help because that implies that there was a gunshot, but the guy was still standing up.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know.
But either way, intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Alright.
Well, it has been shot 3 times, so
There was here taken automatically on 11:50. So that's
Oh,
the second
yeah.
lake photo.
second lake photo.
I think it might be
You're
this
right. God.
one. Yeah. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m. Oh. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in the photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean, Your Honor? This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshot after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes.
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I know he's not, but that doesn't mean we have to believe him.
No.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear.
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:15 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
Yeah, the gun that's
Yeah.
been shot 3 times.
It's a gun. It's a gun. Yeah.
Gotta be it, right?
This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna say something about this pissed me off.
Yes, many things about this pissed me off.
I
As
mean,
a matter
yeah,
of fact.
but something about this pissed me off.
Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
I mean, we are assuming that it was shot on the same day.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because, like,
It's
you can shoot 3 times
in
from a
in
gun
guns.
over multiple different days.
Yeah. Order!
But
Yeah. Order! I wonder if it's like the residue also like checks out
I
with everything
guess.
else being older or some stuff. I don't know how guns work.
I'm not a gun person. I'm a kobold person.
Yeah. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering what exactly did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight.
The amount that they're repeating this makes me think that there's something really important,
Something
like
extremely important at that. Yeah. Like, does Edgeworth have like a fucking alibi for before midnight or something?
Why? I ask you, why?
Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshot separated by 25 minutes.
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it. I have it!
Huh?
Remember the case with the steel samurai?
Huh? Yes, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya,
Yes?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if anything that's... I mean, if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So you finally realised the truth.
Yeah, I'm also a bit lost
Yeah.
if I'm being perfectly honest with you, chat. I'm quite out of my depth here.
There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Could this be the man? The boatman?
I mean, I'm assuming it is the boatman.
That's all I can think of anyway.
And he wanted to murder the guy who... No, but why would he murder the guy who exonerated him?
Yeah, it's weird, right? Alright.
Unless he was stuck in the past and thought that Edgeworth was his dad. But no, I don't know.
I
I was promised a parrot socket wrench.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, Rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat.
How can you tell? Like,
Exactly.
legitimately.
Right? Like,
You can't fucking tell.
genuinely cannot fucking
Gun.
tell.
Also, that is a t-shirt.
Yeah. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. Except, I mean, it's very clearly the setup, like the fact that the guilty party has to be the other man in the elevator, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So it would definitely, I mean, obviously that's a parallel, but I'm wondering why it's relevant, because the guy was exonerated?
Yeah, it's so weird. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says midnight. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before
You
that.
think the guy was just already dead and just propped up on the boat, or what?
Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake.
Is this another firecracker situation, do you think?
It's the only way that Edward could have been innocent.
I think he's assuming the guy ditched the body in advance and then moved to surprise Edgeworth by getting him in a position that he'd be blamed. I suppose that's a good point. We could have had... Yeah, of course, he could have swum away, couldn't he?
Oh, yeah.
The second person could have shot something. Oh, firecrackers! There were firecrackers on the side of the bloody... We found firecrackers.
Did
Maya
he?
set them off.
Oh,
And
God, she
Lotta got
did!
mad. Yeah, he literally
Oh, my
could
God!
have
I forgot.
popped a firecracker so that Edgeworth thought... And by he, I mean anybody could have done.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows...
Yeah, I
Or
forgot
killed them
about
earlier,
that.
dumped them in the lake, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Because it's, the corpse could have been, in the water any time between 11 and 12.
Yeah, that
So
would have
the
been
time
the
of
same. Like,
death
yeah.
was fuzzy. It would have been...
Yeah.
And then dived in, pretending to have been shot,
Uh-huh.
and just swum to shore.
Yeah.
Have we seen
Yeah.
anybody damp? But yeah, because we found firecrackers.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they still worked means they probably weren't in the lake, but let's suspend our disbelief, shall we?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Maya found them, and then we pissed Lotta off with them.
Yeah.
But it would have to be somebody who knew
Yeah.
that they would be... it had to have been a setup by somebody who knew that a camera would potentially take pictures, though, surely.
Yeah. I
Because
think so.
otherwise, why would you go to that kind of
Mhm.
trouble? You would just, get Edgeworth to handle the... Although I suppose could be that they were expecting Edgeworth would pick up the gun.
Yeah.
Or be found on the boat.
It's true.
I don't know. Either way, firecrackers.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Edgeworth and the murderer.
Yeah. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond had met Edgeworth. Oh yeah. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond pulled Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous!
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name, right, it's... Miles Edgeworth, Lotta Hart, or I don't know. We don't know the name.
I mean, we don't know the name, but I also suspect that it could have been Lotta still, but I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
don't-
Lotta did have those firecrackers, which is suspicious.
She didn't have the firecrackers.
I mean,
did she?
nearby, like, you know.
Were they that close?
I mean, yeah, where did we get the firecrackers from? I keep forgetting.
That's a good question. Where did we pick them up? I know we set them off near her, but did we
Yeah.
pick them up there?
I don't remember. Should I... At the same time, like... What?
Crackers were by Larry's. Okay, that's cool. Thank you. Sorry if the car alarm is visible on stream. Audible on stream. There's nothing I can do about it.
No. I think it's
Hopefully it will
for now.
stay off.
Yeah. Alright, chat, do we want to do Lotta or I don't know?
I don't know.
'Cause I don't know.
Because I don't think it is Lotta. You
No.
could probably pin it on the old guy because his memory's crap and clearly he knows
Yeah.
about the incident. Yeah.
I don't know.
How do we prove that he knows about the incident? I wonder.
Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. Yeah, we're gonna pin it on him.
Hmm.
You don't know?
Nah, again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. Yeah, as I thought.
Exactly.
The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? When did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Oh god. Show the judge where the murder took place.
Well, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, because Larry didn't hear the other two gunshots.
No.
So, potentially, I mean around the boat lodge area.
Yeah.
Maybe just outside it?
We
Oh, wait,
also
there's-
found that...
Those cupboards were really clean.
Yeah, but also what did we find with the metal detector? Did we find anything?
Did we find glass? I
We
thought it
found
was just
something.
metal.
Yeah, but in the bushes here, right?
What? We found the canister, Larry's canister.
Oh, that was it! Yeah, no, my bad. No, you're right. I was like,
Yeah. Was the window of the cabin broken? Is that what?
oh, I don't remember that.
Is that something about a window?
Oh, I don't remember.
Idike.
Okay, I'll save. Oh wait, I can't save. I'm gonna have to present here.
But yeah, exactly. It has to be near the cabin because if Larry
Yeah.
had, although Lotta's on the other side of the trees.
Yeah, but that also makes it like likely that she didn't.
Yeah, but her camera picked it up anyway.
Yeah.
But I think
See,
it
it's
has
close
to have
enough
been
that her camera
just
might have gone
outside the
off.
cabin, maybe.
I'm just gonna click on the cabin, like you know. You wanna
Okay.
go here?
No, we're not on the boat.
Oh, I mean here.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah?
I know that looks like a nice little place.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Can we? Does that work?
Around here, maybe.
Maybe. Oh.
Oh, I will save here because I couldn't save earlier, but at least we only have one thing.
Oh. Okay.
What? And does it maybe include the reason why the killer would choose that spot? Yes, well, maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we'd never expect it.
Okay.
Maybe you should try again.
All right. Well, we'll just do it in the cabin then.
Yeah, he wasn't even
Sorry.
surprised I goofed up. Okay. Show the judge where the murder took really place. Yeah, we'll try the exact inside of the cabin.
Because those cupboards were really clean.
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. Yeah, okay, well,
Yeah. my
either
bad.
one could
Sorry.
have worked.
No, you're right.
But yeah, it's a good point though.
I'm
The
just
fact that it's
surprised
too
that
clean.
Larry could have heard that.
Yeah.
But yeah, because the cupboards were really clean. The backsplash was filthy.
Yeah,
and he doesn't look
exactly.
like the kind of person who'd be that
No.
neat.
Exactly. That way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Oh, look at the boat go. Woo!
My God, what?
Woo! That night,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was out on the lake in a
Of
boat,
course.
searching for something.
He was in a boat. I
Yeah, I keep
forgot that he
forgetting
was
to.
in a boat.
He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He hears a
Doy.
gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by.
I can't believe I forgot that he was out in the boat.
Oh, me
I was
too.
just like, he must be at the sausage
Yeah,
stand.
me too. I was so
Duh.
obsessed with the sausage
Yeah.
stand anyway. And
Yeah,
where would
hungry, I
that
guess.
and where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. The wet noodle, my dudes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
wet
the noodle shop.
God. Mr.
That's the
Wright!
shop.
What happened that night on Gord Lake?
You did not forget. I'm proud of you, Ganondorf.
Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Right in front of your parrot?
Right in front of your parrot.
This was around 11:50.
And your parrot's soup.
That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. Wait, I could have sworn the parrot got into court. Am I misremembering it? After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, you fired a pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shop caretaker. Not Miles
Not
Edgeworth.
Miles Edgeworth.
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Like, Edgeworth!
Edgeworth-
Why didn't you fucking mention this?
I was gonna say, why would he not
Fucking-
mention that the person shot the pistol twice in the water?
Like,
I feel like that would have been helpful, bruh.
hey, I was set up and this is what happened?
Yeah.
Would have saved us so
Like-
much fucking shit.
I was gonna say, if I, for example, if we'd gone that whole thing with the firecrackers, where it was like, there was an explosion,
Yeah.
and Edgeworth was like, huh? So I guess the firecrackers weren't important at all. Then it would be, I don't know. 'Cause
Wait a minute!
yeah, then we don't have a case if Edgeworth's just open with us. But still, like, bruh, you want to just go to the gallows?
Yeah. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because then somebody would be looking,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then... the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Edgeworth, you are a dumb fucking bitch!
He really is.
You just saw somebody shoot a gun, and you're like, yeah, I'm
And then
gonna
you were like,
pick up the
yeah, I
gun."
think picking up the gun seems like my most good option right now. Ugh.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. And that's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Jonah. These are the events that transpired the night at Court Lake.
Yeah, like, I agree. This is why I would also have been confused, because clearly Edgeworth wouldn't be stupid enough to not tell us a guy shot twice and then jumped away. Because surely he wouldn't be that dumb. Just like, yeah, no, he, yeah.
Yeah,
Which is why I thought he must have faked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The shooting, I mean, but, anyway.
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly.
And bring his parrot too, unless we stole it and he just hasn't have it on. Maybe that is it. Maybe it's because we knicked it.
It's true. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand.
He would if it was related to the incident years ago and he was emotionally traumatized. Yeah, true, but see, also emotionally constipated.
Mr. Edgeworth!
You're right.
Yeah. You heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night? This is what we had to deal with, Judge. This!
Yeah.
Look at this!
Yeah. What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. Remember those? The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve.
He'll have written it using his own brain.
He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
That means that Hammond is better than a large part of humans these days. Anyway. Something important.
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honour, sir! Bailiff! What are
We?
Good God, thank you. We are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Edgeworth is just standing there completely straight like...
Ruh-roh.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilizes all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood?
Sure thing, pal.
One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him! And I want to know who he is.
Wow, okay.
And the judge got a little crushy-washy.
Yeah.
He's like, ooh.
He's like, I want him. Oh, for pity's sake, I'm so sorry.
Very well. Court is adjourned.
Eaten by the parrot, yeah. I'll be there in a second, I'm sorry.
Yay, Nick, you did it!
Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else.
Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile. Just a little. Relax. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now.
Ooh.
And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
This might be important.
This might be.
Edgeworth?
No, there's so little time left.
Oh my god!
I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What? Oh,
What is this about, Edgeworth?
for a second there I thought he was just talking in the third person.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare I've had.
Could still be both, Cunano, because if it's his
Yeah.
love confession.
Yeah, could go either way, or just swing right into the middle.
Mm-hmm.
A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed.
A memory of a murder. Dun-dun-dun.
Ba-da-ba. December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Writing Carlo offices.
This could be a memory. A murder memory.
I mean, yeah, we could stop here today,
We could, yeah, true.
but we can go on a little bit
A
longer.
little bit longer. Hang on. How long have we been going anyway?
Only at 2 hours. 2 hours, and with the pre-roll call it 2 hours.
Where's my blinking Twitch gone? On my phone, I normally have it up.
No, have you lost Twitch?
Apparently I closed it at some point. Bit weird. Maybe it crashed. Dream manager. Oh yeah, only 2 hours 12 minutes.
Yeah, we can go
Yeah.
on a little bit longer.
Just because I'm really tired doesn't mean that it's time to
we
finish.
can do a tiny bit longer.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Oh really? Another flashback? A memory of a crime that I committed.
Well, they were expecting us to take a break.
That's true, yeah. A memory of a murder. Ba-ba-ba-bum! Should we wait for Ganondorf?
Yeah, we should probably wait for Ganondorf. Now after you just
Just after we did this little flashback, so...
Oh. Oh.
What?
Is this funny how little I remember of this? I've
Yeah.
done it. I think I've done it twice even.
Oh wow.
I've managed to forget it twice.
Well, clearly it's scintillating plot.
I mean, this is the thing though, these games were real fun.
They were. I mean, I do remember having a pretty good time with it.
Certainly for the time as well. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess this was actually my first visual novel.
That's true.
When you think about it, this is a visual novel.
No, it's a good point.
It has some more gameplay elements than certain visual novels, and
Yeah.
it doesn't have branching paths,
Yeah,
but I think it still counts.
yeah. It's a good point. I think you're right. I think it does.
I don't know. Right, we won't make it much later.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was woken up at 4 a.m. by cats
Yeah.
screaming outside.
Oh god, it was so
It
horrible.
was... And then, of course, I have to put a hand on the dog because we've got the window open.
Yes.
And I'm never 100% sure she's not going to just get the nighttime brainworms and just yeet herself out the window.
Yeah, because like, oh, we don't need to worry about that. We can just leave it like, you know.
Well, usually I put a grill across. Like,
Yeah.
we've got one of those panels that we had left over from the puppy pen back in the day.
Yeah.
But of course, if I'm opening and closing it when it's cold and hot and cold and hot, then I don't always put it across because it's kind of a faff. And I haven't done that.
Well,
So I woke up in the middle of the night with the screaming and the yowling, and I'm like, oh, I've got to stop the dog from jumping. And, you know.
yeah. And these cats keep getting into fights
They
in the middle
really
of the
do. In the
fucking
middle
night.
of the night. If I don't understand people who actually let their cats out all night still. Like, I mean, I don't understand people who let their cats out at all. But I definitely don't understand it when they let them out all night. Because most of the people that I knew, certainly the people that my mum cat sit for, they would basically, the cats would come in for their nightly meal and the cat flap gets locked until breakfast. And the cats stay inside the house overnight. And like, I still don't like that they let their cats out at night.
What?
But it means that if they haven't seen their cats for like a day, if they don't come home at night, it's usually like, if it's one night, it's kind of like, okay, well, they're probably fine. But if it's 2 nights that they don't come back, then you definitely know, you start looking. Whereas I know like people who let their cats out overnight, they often don't even really know when they last saw them.
It's like, what? Just don't keep a pet at that point. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Just go feed some wild animals.
Yeah, exactly.
Safely.
Yeah.
And not the way people do with the foxes here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, shall we?
Yes, Gandalf is back.
Yes, welcome back. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed...
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never.
Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today?
Yeah, we did. We waited for you.
Yeah.
I had him swooning in the aisles, eh, Maya?
Just for you. The Butz.
The Butz.
Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right on! Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right?
But, Larry!
Larry.
I'm gonna defenestrate you, mate.
Like, maybe he's just trying to be, like,
Funny.
funny.
Right, Nick?
Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah. Bow before your hero.
Today's trial. Larry, you really helped me out in the trial today.
You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick.
That bait shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty, edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
No, he means me. Right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me. But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment.
Um,
Okay.
What?
You know how sometimes in old style anime, the characters just say things that don't make sense because they needed to fill out some runtime?
yeah, and
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye, phone. It was nice knowing you. I don't know why I keep knocking stuff. But yeah, what the... But yeah, he is the one who's the witness, but also still, what, counting... why are we counting on... I don't understand any of
I've
it.
lost the plot.
I guess, yeah, we're just believing that Larry
Is
telling the truth?
yeah.
I don't know.
Phoenix said, I gotta believe, and then just didn't clarify.
Yeah. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
Still kinda is.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know.
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry. I kind of forgot.
It checks out, alright. Like, it's like in somebody's brain. This
Yeah.
was my life-changing moment. There was somebody
Yeah.
else saying, was this Tuesday? No.
Yeah, like this was the catalyst.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. No, yeah, I just did that. Like, I didn't even think about it, bruh.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
Class trial.
What a class trial. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money.
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Jesus, that's a lot of money
Yeah.
to disappear.
Yeah, back then particularly.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So they thought you did it.
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So, the next day we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. This seems really harsh.
Yeah, right?
Holy shit, man. I didn't do it.
Guilty. He did it. Guilty. It was you. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not going to play with you anymore. Yeah, no borrowing my eraser. He shouldn't be allowed in a relay race. Or on the library committee. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you rob that bank the other day? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
In the end, even the teachers thought I'd done it.
Yeah, well, I mean, actually, teachers are more likely to accuse you of doing something wrong
they
when you
fucking
didn't than your
are.
classmates are.
Legit!
The number of times I got accused of doing something
Mhm.
just because, like, somebody talked sternly near me and I burst into tears, which meant I was probably guilty. No, I'm just traumatized. Go away! Go over and apologize, Phoenix.
Oh, what's his shirt? Is that like a weird policeman?
It looks like a weird policeman plush dog something, and then, like, I can't.
No.
Let me go find the original.
I didn't know what was happening.
No, don't worry, Phoenix. None of us know what's happening.
I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone's staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's...
Oh, okay. The t-shirt was like just formless faces in the original.
Yeah, okay. I kind of like
So,
this Muppet face
yeah.
they drew on it. I gotta give the artist
Yeah,
gear.
the
They did this one well. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the artist did do a pretty good job for once of actually doing this.
Yeah.
I love when being emotional means you're wrong. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right?
That's when it happened. Objection.
He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs.
Miles?
Sorry.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof.
I like the fact that Phoenix is wearing a little t-shirt.
Yeah.
And you have Butz.
Miles in just a straight up suit and bow tie.
He's a little lad who likes berries and cream. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
He'll have plenty.
Getting-
Come on.
A, he's probably got plenty, and B, getting an apology from the person who didn't do it. It's not exactly
Yeah.
like that ain't it, Teach.
Do you think the teacher did it? I
Yes.
think the teacher did it.
I think the teacher did
Think
it.
she's
Yeah.
yeah.
I think she took it. She's a. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't pay them very much.
No,
So.
after, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he did. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry.
Why don't you all just shut up? Oh, Larry.
Oh, why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person.
It also looks like he's not wearing anything, and
It
it causes me
does.
great distress.
Yeah. I thought he wasn't. Oh no, right. He wasn't in class on the day it was stolen.
Yeah.
But this is like a different day.
Yeah.
Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Ashworth isn't in this one, I don't think. He's like off screen.
Yeah, he seems
So is
to be,
Larry.
I think. Yeah, Larry's like maybe at the back. Maybe they're both like with their backs facing. But also, yeah, we can't see Larry, who is.
No. But holy shit, the teacher, she deserves to get fired for this.
Yeah.
Also, she's really... These kids are really tall.
Yeah.
Or
well,
she's really
maybe,
short.
You know, maybe some of them had like a growth spurt. Or she might be just really short.
Very well. I will replace the money myself.
She did it!
She did it!
This class's trial is over.
She did it.
She did it, 100%. Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
I couldn't fob it off onto a small child. So I suppose I'll just pretend to give it back myself.
That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were something like friends.
Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
That's when I learned what that meant to be. Sorry, that's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
I know, right? We need to go back to the class. Maybe find the class kids and actually work out who did it. Because I
Time
really,
machine!
really
Time
want to
machine!
know. Yeah.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, oh my god. Yeah, he did take it. Maybe?
I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it.
That's also true, though.
That is also true.
So I took it kind of personally, see.
When something smells, it's usually the Butz.
Sometimes his tongue changes colour, have you noticed?
Oh my god, I hadn't!
It's purple right now, but very, very occasionally it flashes like a lighter pink. Like purple. Yeah, it's like a dark pink. And sometimes it flashes light pink. I think sometimes at the very beginning when he does, it's not happening now.
No.
But like when he switches to this animation.
Mm-hmm. I
Sometimes,
can't believe it, there's like a single frame. That's
there's like a single frame where it is bright pink. Like I think it's the shadow, like I think it's supposed to be pink because it looks really weird. This weird purple colour. He might be suffering from oxygen deprivation.
Yeah. After the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
But why? What happened? That's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
That's one hell of a crush.
That is one hell of a crush, eh?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
I mean, Larry's here too, but okay.
Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free?
Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Oh, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth, if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. Very well, maybe.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
Let's settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, is our inventory lit?
Oh,
We've removed!
Wow!
We've removed things.
We've still got the parrot though. It's
Yeah, I was gonna
great.
say, is this the most important thing?
Um,
And the file in the DL6 incident.
yeah, what did we remove actually? The metal detector?
Yeah.
No, we still have that.
Oh yeah, no, we do.
What did we get rid of? The thing he knows what's important and what isn't. I know, right? Maybe he just like archives it, puts it under the desk.
yeah. I think, are missing one photo.
Really?
Yeah, because we
We've
have
still
like,
got 3.
we have
Oh, missing the newspaper article.
the newspaper article.
Oh
right?
yeah, and the camera. Yeah, good
Yeah,
catch.
it's all the Gordy stuff we're missing.
Yeah, because we've established that that's normal.
Yeah. I think though this is a good place to call it today.
I think
Do
you
you
might be
agree?
right. Yeah, I agree.
Because we're just about to start the whole investigation, and then
Yeah.
that is still fresh for
Yeah.
like the next court. Whew! That was longer than I was expecting today. I was
Was it?
expecting this chunk to be shorter. Yeah,
Were you?
yeah, I was.
Huh.
I don't know why, but I was.
That's fair. And we're finally learning about Edgeworth's troubled past.
Yeah, why he's edgy.
Why he's edgy boy.
I honestly, I am very stoked for whatever awaits us. I don't know, but I remember this case just.
Well, I mean, I'm going to assume that this is potentially, if we do get parrot, this is where the parrot comes in.
Yeah, I think so.
But I just, it's this one is so fuzzy.
Yeah, same. I just don't remember a bloody thing. I just remember a picture of the parrot on the witness stand. Now, I hope that's not a false thing because people have made edits, but I'm pretty fucking sure the parrot comes back.
Which would be fun and good. But yeah, Makes me wonder if I played the first case twice, but only played the last case like once.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Because I remember the first case so much better than the last, and that's normally not how games work.
It's possible that you were like, I don't remember it, so you just restarted at the beginning of the chapter.
Maybe, and then just kind of
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
stopped.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like normally the very beginning of a game, you're kind of like, oh yeah, that's what happened then, right?
Yeah.
Until
Yeah.
you've replayed it.
No, exactly that. So
But
just-
I know I've seen enough of the rest of it that I'm pretty sure I've actually played it through.
Yeah.
But yeah, what were you saying?
No, I was kind of about to say the same. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, for next week.
Oh yes.
On Tuesday, I'm playing more
Balatro, I think.
They're just gonna be
Well,
Balatro.
you're getting. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're just gonna turn into Balatro streamers for that day.
Yeah,
you're getting really into it, so you can backseat game me.
Yeah, but I have a completely different way of playing.
Yeah, well that's okay. We'll like combine our fighting styles.
Yeah.
And like Voltron up.
Yes.
I'll be the leg.
Yeah. But yeah,
because
no.
like you've won.
Yeah.
And I haven't. So I think that says that your style is better
I got
than my
nice
style.
RNG.
Yeah, well. I played earlier on and I got the same bloody one, which meant I couldn't play repeat hands. Get repeat thingamies.
Yeah.
And I crashed and burned again, like that one. That is just like the bane of my life.
I haven't had that one yet, and that's just why I win.
Yeah. The eye just is yeah.
Yeah.
Kills me, bro. It kills me. But yeah. Silence. And then after that.
But yeah, we will be back with more Ace Attorney on the Wednesday, and technically speaking, the week afterwards, the Tuesday.
Should be Deltarune.
Yeah, should be Deltarune.
Yeah, so then we'll be doing Deltarune on the Tuesdays and Ace Attorney on the Wednesdays.
Yeah,
which, I mean, probably will take out my voice, but at the same time, Amber Isle involved doing a lot of voices too, so...
There's no Kipper.
There's no Kipper. Yeah, gee. I need to bring in a Kipper.
Who knows? Maybe there will be a Kipper.
Maybe.
For Deltarune.
Maybe. Maybe Deltarune will give me a Kipper.
Can see new Spamton voice?
Oh my god.
I can already hear it. Yeah.
I don't like that, but yeah, maybe.
Kipper Kobold win. Oh.
Oh, that would be cute. Yeah. Clearly Kipper is just channeling kobolds.
Yeah.
It's actually what Kipper has evolved into. You know?
Yeah.
Didn't go extinct, just turned into kobolds and started hiding down the backs of sofas. Because, I mean, in English folklore, kobolds are actually basically house elves.
Yeah.
And if you go right back.
Yeah.
So.
Cute little house spirits.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if you leave porridge out for me, I might not curse you. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, no objections. I think there should be some objections though, given that we'll be playing Ace Attorney still. I think it's important that we have some objections.
There you go.
Yeah!
Here's your booty.
That's a different booty than
Yeah,
the
but you
one
have
I
a
have,
booty.
but it's true. Both booties have very cool things on the bottom. If you're the kind of person that thinks Gen 1 My Little Ponies are cool, which, you know, I am. So, hopefully without all the slavery suggested in the mid-racist magic series. What?
We're talking about that trash. Are we talking about the Turf Queen? House
Oh
elves?
shit! Those house elves. I
No,
forgot.
Yeah, we're talking
This
about
is the thing. Yeah.
gnomes.
No, I'm talking about like gnomes,
Yeah.
actual gnomes. Yeah. No, I Oh my god, no! You don't have to, but that would be so freaking funny. Just I'm just imagining him in the thing. But yeah, no, God, it's been such a long time since I even thought about the racist turfy magic series that I had actually forgotten that house elves were like a thing.
I hated them so much. I hated everything about them.
Yeah, honestly.
It's one of the reasons I actually couldn't get into the books.
Yeah.
I was like, oh cool, oh no, those are not, no. And then the movie created some hideous designs for them.
They did, it's true.
And they were everywhere.
Yeah.
And people thought it was cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
That series just has like a literally, like, I kind of, you know, you see something disgusting? Like, you know, like a primal...
You get like a visceral response.
Visceral
to
response,
it.
that's it. Yeah, I get actually visceral response whenever that series is even mentioned.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not that bad at it. I'm just, like, it's easy enough for me because I just didn't really care for it that much.
Yeah.
But I used to enjoy people enjoying it, you know? Like, I used to, there were a few blogs and stuff that I followed who would do, like, cosplays and...
This is over a decade ago.
Yeah, this is ages ago. Yeah, for sure. Well over a decade ago, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'd like host parties and everything, and they'd like blog about how they decorated their house for their parties, and they'd do like meetups and stuff in costume. And as somebody who loves costumes, it was a delight for me just to watch how they interpreted the world. But that was really the closest I got to actually anything fanny. You get news about them muscling in on sitting on people's rights every other day. Honestly, yes, same. It's not that I just don't tend to think about the books that much.
No. I tried to get into it because all my friends were into it.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't really.
I mean, I read the first one and I didn't hate it. I loathe that it was the last book my uncle ever read before he died. Because my mother made him read it while he was sick. Basically it makes the whole thing sit fucky for me. But because it was the last book he ever read, the first one, I felt like I kind of had to keep going with it as well. You know? Even though I don't know. I was never really that into it. But I did the whole thing, I was, you know, like, oh, what's your house, etc., etc., just because that's what you did. You know? People asked you. It's kind of like if people ask you what your star sign is and you're like, ugh, I don't fucking know. You come across as like an asshole. And you're shitting on their parade.
Yeah.
So you go like, oh my god, I'm Aries, what's yours? Oh my god, we're so incompatible. Like, wow. Because it's fun. It's more fun to be all like, oh yeah, I know this thing, or oh, I don't know that thing, please tell me about it, than it is to be like, oh my god, that thing is just such bunkum, I can't believe you like that. Except these days, of course, when it's actually political.
Yeah.
I'm a bit like, oh, okay, I hear you. And I also understand that some fans have removed it from the creator and try not to give the creator any money. And I get that too. Like I said, it's easy for me to take my distance because I never really cared that much. But if it's become your personality and you suddenly have to go cold turkey on it, I understand that that's really difficult. So we won't necessarily be best buddies, but I won't like immediately denounce you if you're one of those fans. But you have to be proclaiming it.
Yeah.
And I still will look sideways at you.
If I see your social media profile and there's a house in it, I will just walk away though.
Yeah. Which made me one of those houses, not like.
Oh no. No. But yeah,
anyway,
I can't believe your school copied the house system. Oh my god.
Seriously? Copied the house system thing? I mean, like, our school had a house system already. She copied the house system from schools, after all. Unless they literally used the house names. Because when I was a kid, and when I say when I was a kid, I mean literally before the books came out, when I was a kid, we had like house points, and at the end of the year, the house that got the most points, which was usually ours, got to go to Chessington World of Adventures for the day, which I always thought was really unfair. Even though I was the one going, I was like, but I also used to wander around all day because none of my friends were in the same house as me. None of them. They were all in different houses. I literally just wandered around Chessington on my own at like 11. Just great. So much fun. But yeah. It isn't difficult to create a better fictional world than that. No, it's really not. I've done it.
Mm-hmm. So have I.
Yeah.
Even I've done it!
Yeah.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah. No, it's not. You're quite good at world building. Even if you did create those god-awful marshmallows. Hideous creatures. Horrible things. Can't believe you made them up. You never vibe with theme parks, more of an arcade guy. Oh, I see. I like theme parks. I do. Like Chessington, not so much. I like the themey theme parks. Because like English theme parks they're not theme parks. They're kind of Six Flags.
Which are like just fine.
It's just like, yeah, there's no, they don't really put the theme in theme parks, do they? I like the theming, but then again, see Barbary, costuming, set design, theatre, all that stuff. I really like theming. We need a book series about little kobolds. You'd buy it. See, it's what I keep telling her. I keep telling Socket Wrench that we need like at least some kind of world building continuity.
I'm working on things.
She's working on things.
Okay.
No, it's not okay.
Okay, they'll stop working, I guess.
Okay, well, we just broke Socket. Anyway, I'm not here to... I mean, trans rights are human rights. That's really all there is needs saying, and... Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forget what I was trying to say on top
Sorry,
of that.
my bad.
That is okay. That was the most important thing out of this all. On a more positive thing, what about the Ian McKellen thing that you just...
Oh, yeah, I saw it on Blue Sky.
I'm sorry to bring that up, but I'd like to end on a positive note.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really
really cool.
I saw... It's actually right here. I literally tolerated it. Sir Ian McKellen to open historic all-trans and non-binary production of Twelfth Night. Which
I think is so cool.
It's a one-night event, but is viewable on a live stream or for 2 weeks after the performance, and is a fundraiser for a UK trans charity, which is so cool. Yeah, I think that's really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically... Sorry, I clicked on the post, and their thread, the second post in their thread is like, I'm trying to work out a Gandalf joke and wondering if "you shall not be required to pass" is anything. Which, yeah, I think it is. It's pretty funny. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it'll be a rehearsed reading of William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night next month, entirely directed by and cast with trans and non-binary performers. Because I mean, given that Twelfth Night, like the article actually says, it's all about like playing with gender and all that anyway.
Yeah.
Given that Twelfth Night's the one where like the twins, the brother and sister, dress up as different. They dress up as each other basically, and there's a lot of falling in love with Gandalf jokes. Grey area. I'm laughing. But yeah, Twelfth Night is the one I did for my A-level performance. Yeah. I got to be I would say actually racist presenting old stuffy English gentleman, which, you know, I like to think that I pull that performance back. In every time I do this, yes, I was adored once too. I got to wear one of those like tweed suits and like a safari cap.
Yeah.
Which is why I say racist presenting, because that just feels like the kind of person who'd go on about the colonies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did not play him as a good person. I played him as a lush. But that's what he is, I mean. Anyway. It was a fun one, though. The performance. I wasn't a main character. I was comic relief because of course I was. What else am I supposed to be? Anyway, I think it's neat. I should repost it. Beep boop. There, I've reposted it. Anybody who follows me on Blue Sky will can read more about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna sneeze one more time.
Oh my god.
Thank you very much for joining us today.
Yes. We won't keep going on this. I don't want to bring the stream down. Are we going to get another Strongheart voice soon?
Do you want her to live?
I can try. I mean, we probably will. It depends on whether or not we actually get,
another Strongheart character.
Another Strongheart coded character.
Just wait until Deltarune.
Yeah, Deltarune will probably give me something. I betcha. But Strongheart was difficult because I did need to stand up to get the required volume.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to shout sitting down.
Yeah.
There's a reason why most voice actors stand up with their mics. And also why you don't tend to sing sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
Except in church. No, you actually stand up to sing in church, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
It's been a hot minute since I went to a fucking church, that's for sure, but I was in a choir. There's gotta be someone evil enough there, certainly. I would have thought so, yeah. But at the same time, I don't really remember. Hopefully somebody with maybe 3 lines. That would work nicely for me.
Yeah. Well.
Well.
Let's go, finally.
Okay.
You hang up.
No, you hang up.
Thanks for dropping by.
Wow, okay. She is the kind of person as well where you do the no you hang up game and she's like, okay, bye. Ask me how I know long distance relationship.
Wow, I did not used to do that to anyone.
You so did. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining us on our stream. Don't forget, keep the car in your heart. I still can't think of one for Phoenix Wright that rhymes.
Be neither.
Give this case some space. Always follow the kobold motto. Live, laugh, objection! And until next time, I hope you'll be well. Yeah. Good night.